Well, when I was on Larry King, I felt it was important to raise an issue that was not being spoken on, and that's comparing. Not that you can compare Haiti to America,
Maybe, Will, that's because there is no comparison.
but there's a similarity when it comes to infrastructure.
You mean like infrastructure, as in light posts, buildings, and sewage?
Haiti before the earthquake,
And William, how many times have you been to Haiti before the earthquake? I'm wondering.
people were walking around lost and hopeless, not knowing what to do or where to go.
Lost and not knowing what to do. So you're going to tell them about Jesus?
Kids had guns. People were dying of hunger. There was looting and robbery and all that stuff before the earthquake. There was no infrastructure there.
Oh, infrastructure. Now you're talking about buildings. I think what you actually meant was a structure. There was no structure to the country beforehand.
So when the earthquake hit, it just magnified what was already happening. The buildings fell down because the buildings weren't strong in the first place. There were shacks, poorly built and developed in the first place. And not that America's like that, but we share a similar thing when it comes to infrastructure with healthcare.
Again, I think you mean structure. By infrastructure, you would mean the light post, the sewage, and the buildings of healthcare. I think the word you're looking for is structure.
Now, say for example, something was to happen in Detroit, Compton, South Central. Something were to happen in Mississippi, New Orleans again.
William, are you stupid? Or a moron? Or living some weird fascination that you are Morpheus? Did your publicist listen to this before you actually spoke?
Which is not fixed from the last time. Money was raised and it's still not happening in the Fifth Ward. How are people going to get health care? People just going to die?
I don't make a whole lot of money, but I'm pretty sure you make millions. And every time I've gone to the hospital making very little, it's never really been an issue of getting help. I'm pretty sure making millions, you don't have that problem either.
Are we going to have to do fundraisers? Does America act like a third world country?
Well, Will, here in South Carolina, I actually do see naked kids running around with machine guns outside my shack window. I think we are a third world country.
Does Switzerland and all these rich countries then do fundraisers and their celebrities say, hey, let's go help those Americans out?
Switzerland and all these rich countries? Will, are you saying this stuff because in a few Hollywood movies you've heard the word Swiss accounts and Swiss Army knives and Swiss chocolate? Is that why you're saying Switzerland and all these rich countries?
Are we a third world country now? Those things. It hurts to even think that our country, if something were to happen, would have to act like a third world country because most people can't afford health care.
So what you're saying is Haiti was a shithole before the quake and after the quake. Now America's not a shithole, but after the quake will be a shithole?
And if they were, put in harm's way due to natural causes, like a tornado that was just in Redondo yesterday, think about it. What would happen?
I'm actually trying to think about what would happen there, Morpheus. But you talking is actually making me dumber as I sit here. And right now, my brain can't even function with what you're talking about.
We raise a lot of money at CNN, which is great, but we can't forget about home.
William, either take the red pill or the blue pill. Decide which side of reality you're on, because I'm not seeing it here.
To preventing, I call it American Haiti prevention.
I think, like infrastructure. And I got a feeling.
Preventing the aftermath of something.
Good point. That's an excellent point. The aftermath of something. Right. Yeah, it makes total sense to me right now. The aftermath of something. Just like something over there.
So there is no to put us in a place to avoid a terrible overcoming something like that. Yeah, making sure our immune system's on high.
WILL.I.AM, I think I can sum this whole thing up for you. The earthquake in Haiti has nothing to do with the Obama-planned overhaul of healthcare. So, in other words, you don't have to bring it up every time you talk to a media outlet. Larry King, E.T., whatever. Just say, hey, I support Obama and what he does, and then raise your money otherwise. You're a fucking moron.